try to run the football, which is very uncharacteristic. You know you got to run the ball to kind of loosen up the defense and vice versa as well. But they do that type of thing. They game plan, they scheme for, what you don't do well. It's as simple as that. That's why I keep thinking that they're going to come out and try to just pound the football on the Falcons defense, who is smallish. They got a bunch of young guys, and it would make sense that they would do that. Time will tell, man. But the point is about Belichick and the Patriots, they scheme for what you don't do well, and they do stick to it to a large degree. Let me grab a call. Caller, thanks for calling the Doug Stewart Show. What's your name? Where you calling from? What you want to talk about?
This is Big Apple Bastard calling from New Jersey.
Big Apple Bastard, good morning, sir. How are you? Big Apple Bastard, I'm doing well, man. Let me say this one more time. Big Apple Bastard, I really do appreciate your new attitude in 2016, brother. You have really added to the show. I mean, last year was a very, very tough year for you, sir. But you've rebounded well, and I appreciate your input, man, and your thoughtful sports contribution talk.
Well, I was worried about your show. I'm a fan of the Doug Stewart Show, and after the way it ended last year, I'm trying to help it so it'll be here in 2018.
Man, I appreciate that, Big Apple Bastard. I don't know if that was kind of like a little shade that you were trying to throw just now, but I appreciate that, brother. What you got?
I got a few things, Doug. First thing, consigliere, that's Sicilian for advisor.
Got you. Got you.
And number two, I don't like what you said about the Pittsburgh Steelers defense, saying they ain't make any adjustments. A lot of people, that may be true, but that could be wrong also, because the Pittsburgh Steelers, they went into a zone blitz scheme, and it worked several times. But you had some questionable calls.
Mm-hmm.
You had some questionable calls by the referees. One being that fumble on Tom Brady when they went on 4th and 1.
Right.
And they fumbled. Pittsburgh Steelers caused a fumble, but they said Tom Brady didn't fumble.
Right.
And another thing I want to add, everybody talking about the Pittsburgh Steelers defense, but they ain't saying anything about that high-powered Pittsburgh offense. Now, after the national championship game, everybody said Alabama's offense led to Alabama's defense being tired. Why nobody is saying that about the Pittsburgh Steelers offense?
Right.
And the last thing I want to add, I lost my train of thought, but that's all I got, Doug. Okay, the last thing I want to add was everybody's talking about the Pittsburgh Steelers defense like this is the first time New England ever went over 30 points. They've been scoring over 30 points all game.
Right.
What's the excuse of the Houston Texans? Did they score 35 points against Pittsburgh the week before? Why nobody trash their defense? And I'm gone.
I appreciate the call, Big Apple Bastard. Wow, that's very pleasant. That was a pleasant call. That was a very pleasant call, man. I appreciate the call, Big Apple Bastard. If you're new to the show, man, last year is just a rough year on the Big Apple Bastard. And first of all, I'm sure if you're new to the show, you're asking yourself, why would a man call himself the Big Apple Bastard? He's that type of dude, whether it was being nominated for a Ball Penis Award, which is a Buster of the Week in sports entertainment and beyond every Friday that we give out. He was elected many, many times. He had been shot off air calling the show, 20, 30 times as well. And he also owed one of the Stewies, still technically owes one of the Stewies, his paycheck. And for all of those reasons, the Big Apple Bastard was voted Buster of the Year for 2016 over Donald Trump. But what Big Apple apparently has done, man, he did like Michael Jackson. He's looking at the man in the mirror. Bravo. Bravo. That's what I'm talking about. We can all make a change. We can all make a change, man. So thank you for the call, Big Apple Bastard. You conduct yourselves in an orderly fashion, man. And me and the Stewies, we appreciate it, man. We appreciate what you bring to the show, man. But as far as what he said, about the Patriots, he makes a valid point about, the offense seems like they aren't getting as much, criticism as the defense is. And I don't know why that is, because you're right. That offense, that Pittsburgh Steelers offense was so dynamic, not this year in particular, but last year. And really last year and the year before with Ben Roethlisberger and Antonio Brown. The first thing that came to my mind after the game was over as far as the offense is that was the first time, and then a week or two later, we hear Ben Roethlisberger saying that, he's going to reevaluate whether he's going to play football anymore. Like after that game against the Patriots, that was the first time I said to myself, Ben Roethlisberger looked like he's lost a step. And maybe it's I just didn't pay attention to them as Pittsburgh Steelers fans would. But looking at what they had done over the last couple of years, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, and looking at in relative terms, once again to the last couple of years, the paltry outings that they've had on offense, it really kind of dawned on me like Roethlisberger ain't that guy that he was when they were dominating in 2014, 2013. Like, he's just not. And so it's a good point. I think that the reason why the defense was just so glaring is I think it was obvious to see. It was simple to see that, they had to have to have tried something different, and they just didn't do it. So I'm thinking maybe that's the reason why that the defense is getting a lot of the flack about, the loss to the New England Patriots. From J Fish Microwave, Doug, Ben was hurt. Well, I don't know. From Big L, Ben's foot is hurt as well. I know that he played. I didn't hear a lot of talk about that foot until after the game was over, and what excuses are. From Sandman, the Patriots have been putting up 30 or more points against bums, teams with no quarterback. Well, I think that they're going to be able to put up points, but I also think that the Falcons are going to put up their points as well. This thing is going to be a shootout. It's definitely going to be a shootout, man. From Cornelius Small, Ryan would have shot Bab 5 ago. That's true. My brother would have shot Babs off the air several times for the dead air when he was trying to come up with his thoughts. But it's okay, man. If Babs can turn over a new leaf in 2017, I can do the same thing as well. Ducking and dodging. Bab got flustered when Doug cocked the gun. Yeah, I just wanted him to understand that, listen, I'm trying to be civil about this thing in 2017, but I will still put hot lead on your ass. From Clay, Orange Juice Jones Davis, the Falcons defense has had at least 2 turnovers in the last 4 games. They get after the quarterback, but I agree 100% with the guy, Greg Bedard. They got to get some push up the middle. Like Grady Jackson, as well as Rashid Hageman are going to be key in this game. They're going to be key. Grady Jackson. I say Jackson. Grady Jarrett. Grady Jarrett and Rashid Hageman are going to be key in this game, man, and the push that they get up the middle. And I also agree about them moving around Vic Beasley. They just can't leave them out there in that one position and think that the Patriots won't figure out a way to neutralize them. They got to do that as well. I agree. From Al Thompson, B. Hill, more like surprised that the truth finally came out. From Big Al, Mocabella, where the hell you been, love? From Ducking and Dodging in the chat room on Spreaker.com. From Tin Can Wireless. Oh, that's funny. Talking about the Tom Brady phone. From, who we got? Big L, make them beat you running the ball. Patriots will not stick to the run. I think I read that already earlier. We'll see. You cannot wait to find out what happens and how this thing's going to play out. This game really is going to be a chess game for all the other things outside of the talk about, schematically what the Falcons and the Patriots are going to be or need to do to win. It's the chess match. It's the, we have Scott Pioli and we have Thomas Dimitroff who used to work for y'all. And it's Bill Belichick and it's, calling defenses and offenses specifically designed to out-scheme the Atlanta Falcons, and should we move Vic Beasley around on defense, and, what do we do about the secondary once they start passing the ball down the field, and, who do we get to cover the tight end, Martellus Bennett. So it's a lot of different moves that have to be made. Like it's going to be literally a chess match. I cannot wait. Ooh, if you didn't know, I'm hosting probably, I'm going to guess, one of the biggest parties, and maybe it is the biggest party in Atlanta, a Super Bowl party in Atlanta. So the last 3 years, the brothers of PKK chapter, Phi Kappa Kappa chapter of Omega Psi Fraternity Incorporated, have had 800 to over 1,000 people at their annual Super Bowl party. They call it, what do they call it? The winter party, because they can't put Super Bowl on print media or whatever because it's copyrighted. But I've been to the last 3 years, and 800 to 1,000 plus. They're expecting even bigger this year, obviously, with the Falcons playing in it, and a lot of people not going to the game, trying to find somewhere to watch it. So I'm actually hosting it, and I have on my my Facebook page, and I actually posted it in the Doug Stewart Show chat group a couple of days ago as well, the link on where you can go get tickets in advance. And when you buy a ticket, you get free food and all of that, man. It's just crazy. It's going to be absolutely crazy. Crazy scene this weekend here in ATL. It's going to be phenomenal. We got a call on the line. Caller, thanks for calling the Doug Stewart Show. What's your name? Where you calling from? What you want to talk about?
What's up, Doug? Good morning. This is Ty Sigma.
Ty Sigma, what's up, brother? How you doing?
I'm doing excellent, brother. Excellent. Sorry to hear about your uncle, man.
Man, I appreciate that, brother. What you got?
Well, this is what I got. I hope Dan Quinn has a lock on all his new plays, because we don't know if that cheating-ass Belichick and Kraft that hired some private investigators to pull them pictures out that I know they got on the guy Pioli.
Right.
And what's the other guy that got up there that used to work? Dimitrov.
Thomas Dimitrov.
And they probably sliding all over his office, trying to find all the nooks and crannies. Cause it's some cheat. I am a Pittsburgh Steelers fan,
right.
But there's some cheating bastards, and I'm rising up this week. And last thing I gotta say, Doug.
Yes, sir.
It's Grego on the shield, man. If I can admit that Ben Roethlisberger stole some Lucy out here in Georgia, you can admit that Tom Brady is a cheating-ass bastard.
There he is.
Later, Doug.
Hey, appreciate the call. That's a great call. I mean, he summed it up perfectly. Couldn't have said it better myself. And Ty Sigma is a Steelers fan. I think if you did a poll, though, nationally, once again, man, more so than pretty much any other matchup that you can come up with, man, nobody wants to see the Patriots win the Super Bowl except for Patriots people that are from New England or Boston. I mean, it's the classic example of good versus evil. Yeah, classic example of good versus evil. Yeah, let's go Falcons. All right, when we get back from the break, man, a little entertainment talk, break the monotony a little bit. We'll read more of your messages in the chat room on Spreaker.com. This is the Doug Stewart Show, Man Talk Monday.
On the beat and Mr. Ward's on the right, cause he's my right-hand man. Get on my level, I don't think that you can. You good with your nose just like Toucan Sam. We bake rappers just like Christmas ham. They go for anybody trying to test my fam. This all savvy, hate me, get at me. I get it from my pappy plus the game.